Good morning, everyone. This is Cynthia with your daily tarot card of the day. Thank you so much for joining me. This week we are using Tarot of the Sephiroth, and I have information about that in the description box below. While I take a moment to tune into the collective energies of the day and my spirit guides, I invite you to likewise tune into your own intuition, your higher self, your own spirit guides, so that whatever message comes up, you might receive your own personal insights or messages. That card just flipped out of the deck, so I have a feeling that that's the one we're to go with today. And remember that these messages are timeless. I'm bringing through energies of the day for the collective, general energies. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And again, tune into this card. We have the Temperance. Hold on just one moment. I want to see which Hebrew letter that is because I'm not recognizing. Okay, so the Hebrew letter that appears on the figure is Samek. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but it means support or prop. And that moves along nicely with the Temperance card. Is all about balancing masculine and feminine. It's all about the alchemical process. So in terms of both the universe, you've got fire and water on the cups. You've got the Davic angels, and I think this is Diana, who's a moon goddess, but in her masculine hunter aspect with the arrows. And then of course you've got the infinity symbol going around the moons. So the Temperance card is definitely all about blending of energies, alchemizing something. It's another level of of processing. So a mental emotional processing, or an internal, like it could even be a physiological processing. But what we're talking about is, the human being is spirit, mind, and body. So whether you're aware of it or not, you're always processing energies. You're processing electric energies. You're processing chemical energies from, the food that we eat, the air that we breathe, right? You're always processing something. Mentally and emotionally, we're constantly processing and trying to make sense of our experiences. When you're on the path of the seeker, or when you're on a path of spiritual and self-development, you're using the powers of your consciousness, which is the mind and the intellect, the emotions, physical sensation and perception, as well as energetic, spiritual, imaginative, metaphysical energies, your spirit energy, right? So the whole mechanism is actually very brilliant. And when you're a seeker on the path, you're bringing into conscious awareness how this whole mechanism works. And today's energy with the Temperance card really suggests that either you might have some very strong, powerful meditations or synchronicities, or some sign from yourself connected to the universe that actually appears either in meditation or as a download or as an intuitive hit or as a physical appearance of a synchronicity, in your life that shows that you are processing through, that you are blending energies, that you are alchemizing something. So you could feel, if you're a highly sensitive person, or if you're empathic, or, even if you feel like your average psychic, level of awareness in everyday life. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter where on your path you're at, but you might feel, because there's this alchemizing and sort of raising of the vibration of the energies that you're going through, okay, or that are processing from your spirit through your mind and through your body, you might feel a sense of either being on edge or feeling ungrounded. So in terms of like your meditations and things like that, like pay attention to centering and grounding yourself. If you don't usually do your meditation outside, see if you can find a spot outside or in nature that will help you bring some grounding to it, so that you're not putting your head up in the clouds all day if there are things that you have to do, like drive a car or talk to another person. Because sometimes we can get kind of loopy and out there if we're ungrounded, and that can put us in situations where, things don't run as smoothly as we would like, right? And if you can't get outside in nature when you do your meditations, if you have, a pet or a houseplant or something that you can either sit next to, or like if you have a small potted plant, put it on the floor between your feet or something like that. Something to get yourself connected. Open up the window next to where you're sitting if you can, some fresh air. Get yourself somehow in the presence of a natural element other than yourself. Because you are a part of nature. You are nature, right? Human beings are also animals on this planet. And it's not like we're doing the me other thing, but it's like by bringing that in, it will almost remind your spirit to stay present in the body while you're moving out. And yet at the same time, it will help to elevate your energy as you might receive some downloads or inspirations or ideas or something that shows you that you're making progress, that you are alchemizing things, that your energy vibration is going up, that things are getting easier to process, that you're moving through in your development. This energy today from this card is feeling really esoteric to me, and I'm kind of getting stuck there because I'm thinking of what are other more practical ways that temperance represents. It's not just a physical synchronicity, something working out for us and us receiving that sign or that opportunity, in our physical experience that does show up. And I am getting the sense that there is that, but beyond that, it's a blending of energies. Are you, blending and balancing the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself, intellect and intuition? But it could also be, blending personality styles or skill sets in your external reality. If you're working with others, family, friends, coworkers, colleagues, whatever the case might be. So, look at that as well. Where's the blending of active and passive going on in your life? Where's the blending of skill sets or knowledge or, even masculine and feminine, or those dynamics, right? In terms of relationships going on in your life. If there's something specific that you've been experiencing recently, or that you feel has been, taking front and center in terms of your attention, you might find some kind of a breakthrough or an aha moment, or something kind of comes into this solution. A solution is taking, two or more liquids and blending them together. We always talk about the solution to a problem. It's taking more than one thing and blending it together. And that opens an opportunity. So this is kind of about putting things into solution, letting certain things dissolve, and letting other things mix in. And they keep showing me like salt dissolving in water, and then like a dye or a coloring being put in and changing color. And so now it's like red salt water, right? So I don't know if salt water has something, if you're planning a beach day, or if you frequently gargle with salt water. I don't really know what that's referencing, but there's something about kind of recognizing that process of solutions, creating solutions, allowing solutions, that seems to be coming up. So from being grounded, making sure that you ground yourself during and after meditations, allowing yourself to be connected to nature, even in some small way, on a physical, experiential level, and recognizing the true nature of solutions in terms of these blending of energies, these alchemizing. They are not, once they blend like that, they tend to not separate. That would be a suspension, like oil and vinegar or oil and water, right? Vinegar and water will blend. They will be solution. But if you put oil on top, like a salad dressing or something, it's going to be a suspension, because you're going to get the oil sitting on top. If you put in spices, continued suspensions, because the ones that are not water soluble and don't dissolve, right, they're going to kind of fall to the bottom until you shake it up. And so you're going to get those solids and those particulates that don't dissolve to fall to the bottom. So here's your chemistry lesson for the day. It's Temperance card, right? It's a little reminder of that. Are we going to hold things in suspension, or are we blending them and putting them into solution? Beautiful. That's wonderful energy. Oh, I'm really liking this. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. I certainly hope you all appreciate that as well, and that it makes some sense to you, or that you've received some of your own messages. So, I'm wishing you a wonderful, fun day of solutions and blending. I wish you a lot of peace and blessings, seriously, on this journey of dynamic alchemy. And I look forward to being with you tomorrow. Have a great day.